Welcome to Unreal Depth, a space where strange and profound medical stories are told with respect, integrity, and curiosity. Disclaimer: this video is for educational and storytelling purposes only. All visuals are AI-generated and do not represent real people or events. I am not a medical professional. Imagine a life without pain. No tears from scraped knees. No cries when touching a hot stove. No fear of injury, because you can't feel it. Today, we explore the true case of a young girl who lives without pain and the terrifying truth behind it. Meet Layla, an 8-year-old girl living in a quiet suburb. She's cheerful, energetic, full of life, always moving. From the outside, you'd never know anything was wrong. But since birth, Layla has never cried from pain. Not once. Her parents thought she was just brave. But soon, they realized something was very wrong. At 2 years old, she chewed her tongue until it bled, without flinching. At 3, she fractured her wrist, and kept playing like nothing happened. Pain is the body's alarm system. But Layla had no alarm. Her parents had to check her every night for cuts, bruises, swelling. She would walk on sharp objects, with bare feet, and no reaction. Doctors were baffled at first. But after months of tests, she was diagnosed with congenital insensitivity to pain, a condition so rare, fewer than 1 in 1 million are affected. It's not a lack of emotion. She can feel love, sadness, joy, but not physical pain. And that is terrifying. CIP is a genetic neurological disorder. The nerves still send signals, but the brain never receives the message. No warning, no discomfort, just silence. This might sound like a superpower, but it's one of the most dangerous conditions a child can have. People with CIP often suffer severe injuries, infections, and joint damage, simply because they don't know they're hurt. In some cases, patients die young due to internal injuries they didn't feel. For Layla, the danger was constant. At school, she'd fall and smile. In winter, she'd play outside with no gloves, frostbite creeping in, unnoticed. One day, she broke 2 toes and never limped. Her parents became her protectors. They installed cameras in her room. They kept a first aid kit in every corner. They even taught her to inspect her body every night, like a pilot checking an aircraft. But the hardest part, explaining to Layla why she wasn't like other kids. Layla began to notice she was different. She asked, "Why don't I cry when I get hurt? Why do other kids scream when they fall?" It wasn't just physical pain she didn't understand, it was emotional pain, too. Other children avoided her, some were scared of her weirdness. Layla felt isolated. Her mother recalls a moment. She fell from her bike. Her knee was bleeding. I rushed to help, and she just said, "Mom, should I cry now?" Layla's parents didn't give up. They connected with global medical communities. They joined rare disease support groups. They documented her life to help researchers. Every doctor visit came with new worries. Ulcers in her mouth, burns on her fingers, dislocated joints she didn't notice. But they also found hope in awareness. Layla learned to speak up, to tell adults when something felt off, to use a mirror and check her body regularly. They taught her not to trust her feelings, but to trust the signs. Today, Layla is 10. She's thriving, in her own unique way. She wears protective gear. She journals her physical activities. She paints to express feelings she doesn't always understand. She'll never feel pain, but she's learning how to live wisely without it. And in her words, "I may not feel hurt, but I feel love." And that's the most important thing. Brain, thank you for watching Unreal Depth. Disclaimer: this video is for storytelling and educational purposes only. I am not a medical professional, and this video does not provide diagnosis or treatment. All visuals are AI-generated and do not depict real people. If this story touched you, please like and subscribe for more real cases stranger than fiction.